parents divorced when I was 12, and my brother and mother and I moved down to Scotia Glenville, and my brother started going off the rails a little bit. My mother sent me to a boarding school in 9th grade to get me away from the environment we were in. However, what she was afraid was going to happen at home actually happened at boarding school. Shortly before I got kicked out, my mother had gotten remarried. She remarries this Christian guy, retired police officer, super firm. Things didn't go well. I didn't even know how to operate in that kind of a home. So eventually I ran away. I was 16 years old. If it existed, if it was possible, I tried it. And the wake of that lifestyle was horrific. Broken relationships. I had a lot of girlfriends. I was like a tsunami, just crushing them. Stealing and all that stuff. It just was not good. But I had stopped doing drugs, and my mother called and said, "Shaun, the Lord has put it on our hearts for you to come home." So I moved home, and over the next 2 or 3 years, they just loved me. It was a huge part of how God began to build on the foundation that was laid, was showing me this unconditional love that it's not about what you're doing. It's not how good you are, how perfect you are. I just love you. I thought that by rejecting God and living the way I wanted to live, doing what I wanted to do, that I was going to really enjoy my life. God equals no joy. God equals no pleasure. And so I sought joy and pleasure in every way I knew how and came up empty. It's not that God wants to take something from you. He doesn't need anything. He wants to give something to you. As a matter of fact, He wants to give you you. People don't even know who they are, who they're supposed to be, what they're supposed to do. People don't know what true joy is, true peace is, and we're just striving for it. And that's what God has given me and shown me increasingly, that I am where all of that is. And I made it accessible, and I made it so you can have it. And I don't want you to do anything. I don't need you to do anything. Just trust me. But yeah, so it wasn't long before I came to Christ that all of a sudden He began to heal me, to train me. God put me on this kind of fast track to do what I do now. Along the way, I met my wife. We have 3 children that now grow up in a house that I didn't get to grow up in. You know, there's not the violence, there's not the anger, there's not the swearing and fighting. And my favorite thing is coming home and seeing my kids laying on the carpet, just being comfortable. It's like they're just safe. So God's given me definitely a different life than I had as a kid. And if God never grabbed a hold of me, I'd probably be doing an interview from prison. Except for Christ, that's me. I was that guy. I never thought it through.